Either he's getting ready to do something with it, or he doesn't know he has it.
Or he doesn't have it.
You know what I've seen? I've seen killers walk free because the eyewitness was an alcoholic. I've seen sex offenders that couldn't be touched because the victim was a call girl. Credibility. It's the only currency that means anything on this kind of playing field. Dean's got the tape and he's going to come out with it. And when he does, I want his credibility. I want people to know he's lying before they hear what he says.
And we could take his wife and kid. He'd give it up for them.
We'd have the police and the FBI all over this in 24 hours. Put taps on his 20 most frequently called numbers, and let's get into his life. The union situation has mob written all over it. And he's definitely vulnerable on Rachel Banks. I want to know about his wife. I want to know about his parents. I want to know about his gambling problems, his urine samples, his porno rentals. I want to use every means possible to get what we need. Because this little son of a bitch is not going to be the final chapter of my life.
You wanted to know what the Matrix is, Neo? Trinity? Try to relax. This will feel a little weird.
You are being watched. The government has a secret system, a machine. It spies on you every hour of every day. I know because I built it. I designed the machine to detect acts of terror, but it sees everything. Violent crimes involving ordinary people, people like you. Crimes the government considered irrelevant. They wouldn't act, so I decided I would. But I needed a partner, someone with the skills to intervene. Hunted by the authorities, we work in secret. You'll never find us. But victim or perpetrator, if your number's up, we'll find you.
I got a peek at your file. You're a good man. One whose experience is narrow and deep. Your entire career, you've been used. And probably never even known what for.
I didn't used to need to know.
In this town, you're innocent until you're investigated.
Innocent until investigated? It's nice. It's got a nice ring to it. If anything happens to me or my family, an accident, an accusation, anything, then first your son will disappear. His body will never be found. Then your wife. Her body will never be found either. Now this is guaranteed. Then whatever is the most dangerous thing that you do in your life, it might be flying in a small plane. Might be walking to the bank. You'll be killed. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want you to acknowledge that you do understand so that we're clear and there won't be any mistakes.
This is a disaster, Sean. I brought you in here because I wanted you to help me with the boy, not to run him out.
I know what I'm doing with the boy.
I don't care if you have a rapport with the boy. I don't care if you have a few laughs, even at my expense, but don't you dare undermine what I'm trying to do here.
Undermine.
This boy is at a fragile point right now.
I do understand. He is at a fragile point, okay? He's got problems.
Well, what problems does he have, Sean? That he's better off as a janitor? That he's better off in jail? Better off hanging out with a bunch of retarded gorillas?
Oh, why do you think he does that, Jerry? Do you have any fucking clue why?
He can handle the problems. He can handle the work, and he obviously handled you.
Jerry, listen to me. Listen. Why is he hiding? Why doesn't he trust anybody? Because the first thing that happened to him, he was abandoned by the people who were supposed to love him the most.
Oh, come on, don't give me that Freud, you crap.
No, listen, Jerry. And why does he hang out with those retarded gorillas, as you call them? Because any one of them, if he asked them to, would take a fucking bat to your head, okay? That's called loyalty.
Yeah, it's very touching.
And who's he handling? He pushes people away before they have a chance to leave him. It's a defense mechanism, all right? And for 20 years, he's been alone because of that. And if you push him right now, it's going to be the same thing all over again, and I'm not going to let that happen to him.
I have a son, Jacob, about the noses. Please, watch over him.
I'll try.
I have a daughter on the Icarus.
No way.
It's all right. They need you.
I need you.
I know. There's time.
Care for some company?
Counselor,
I don't want to intrude if you prefer to be alone.
no, I could probably use some company.
Good. So could I. It's nice tonight. Very calm. Feels like everyone is sleeping very peacefully.
Not everyone.
I hate sleeping. I never sleep more than a few hours. I figure I slept the first 11 years of my life, now I'm making up for it. What about you?
I just haven't been able to sleep much.
It's a good sign.
Of what?
That you are, in fact, still human. Have you ever been to the engineering level? I love to walk there at night. It's quite amazing. Would you like to see it?
Sure.
Almost no one comes down here, unless, of course, there's a problem. That's how it is with people. Nobody cares how it works as long as it works. I like it down here. I like to be reminded this city survives because of these machines. These machines are keeping us alive while other machines are coming to kill us. Interesting, isn't it? Power to give life and the power to end it.
We have the same power.
Yeah, I suppose we do, but down here sometimes I think about all those people still plugged into the Matrix, and when I look at these machines, I can't help thinking that in a way we are plugged into them.
But we control these machines, they don't control us.
Of course not. How could they? The idea is pure nonsense, but it does make one wonder just what is control?
If we wanted, we could shut these machines down.
That's it. You hit it. That's control, isn't it? If we wanted, we could smash them to bits. Although if we did, we'd have to consider what would happen to our lights, our heat, our air.
So we need machines and they need us. Is that your point, Counselor?
No. No point. Old men like me don't bother with making points. There's no point.
Is that why there are no young men on the council?
Good point.
Why don't you tell me what's on your mind, Counselor?
There is so much in this world that I do not understand. See that machine? It has something to do with recycling our water supply. I have absolutely no idea how it works, but I do understand the reason for it to work. I have absolutely no idea how you were able to do some of the things you do, but I believe there's a reason for that as well. I only hope we understand that reason before it's too late.
Sir, we just received an emergency broadcast from the Logos.
She did it.
Yes, sir. The last transmission of the Osiris.
I'd have to ask you to stay back, Congressman.
What's going on?
Some guy was trying to get into the building. When we said no, he started tearing his clothes off.
Nobody can hear you. Nobody cares about you. Nothing will come of this. Why don't you let these nice gentlemen take you home? Cover him up. It's cold out here.
You heard the congressman? Cover him up.
How's it going?
Fine.
Yeah. Good. You want some help?
No.
Come on, give me one little peek. We'll go to the batting cages.
It is actually important that I learn this. It's really important.
All right.
To me. Okay?
All right. Oh, why don't we just hang out here all day?
Yes, why don't we? All right, Mr. Nosy Parker. Seeing as you're intent on breaking my balls. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
Do you have a photographic memory?
I don't know. I just kind of remember, you know? I mean, how do you remember your phone number? You know, you just do.
Well, have you studied organic chemistry?
A little bit.
Oh, just for fun?
Yeah, for kicks.
Yeah, it's so much fun studying organic chemistry. Are you mad? You completely lost your mind. Nobody studies it for fun. It's not a necessity, especially for someone like you.
Someone like me?
Yeah. Someone who divides their time fairly evenly between batting cages and bars. I would hardly say it was a necessity. You know, there are very smart people here at Harvard, and even they have to study because this is really hard. And yet, you do it so easily, I don't understand. I don't understand how your mind works.
Do you play the piano?
I want to talk about this.
No, I'm trying to explain it to you. You play the piano.
Yeah, but
All right, so when you look at a piano, you see Mozart.
I see chopsticks.
All right, well, Beethoven, okay? He looked at a piano, and it just made sense to him. He could just play.
So what are you saying? You play the piano?
No, not a lick. I mean, I look at a piano, I see a bunch of keys, 3 pedals, and a box of wood. But Beethoven, Mozart, they saw it, they could just play. I couldn't paint you a picture. I probably can't hit the ball out of Fenway. I can't play the piano.
But you can do my OChem paper in under an hour.
Right, well, I mean, when it came to stuff like that, I could always just play.
Nathan, what happened? What went wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Actually, one thing. Don't ever question me again. Ever.
What?
I give you an order, you take it. You don't ask why. Those 10 seconds on the phone could have blown the op.
The op was bringing Schmidt across.
The op was setting up Ann Cathcart, and your end had to look legit.
What are you telling me? Schmidt was bait?
Yes?
Nathan, they executed him on a shitty cellar floor.
And it could have been you. Let me tell you something about Schmidt. He went to the Russians a week ago and said he had a contact, an American, somebody he could use.
Don't tell me that. Don't fucking tell me that. You didn't look in his eyes. Don't tell me that.
He was your asset, somebody you use for information.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You don't just trade these people like they're baseball cards. It's not a fucking game.
Oh, yes, it is. It's exactly what it is. And it's no kid's game either. This is a whole other game. And it's serious and it's dangerous. And it's not one you want to lose.
Nathan, we killed this man. We used him and we killed him. Okay, then you gotta help me understand this one. Nathan, what are we doing here? And don't give me some bullshit about the greater good.
That's exactly what it's about. Because what we do is unfortunately very, very necessary. And if you're not willing to sacrifice scum like Schmidt for those that want nothing more than their freedom, then you better take a long, hard look at your chosen profession, my friend, because it doesn't get any easier. You want to walk? You want to walk? Walk.
You should have told me about the op. You used me.
I did, and listen to this, because this is important. If you had pulled some stunt over there, if you had gotten nabbed, I wouldn't come after you. You go off the reservation, I will not come after you.
Fuck your rules, Nathan.
Okay. But tonight they saved your life.
Why didn't you take the shot?
Do you even know why you're supposed to kill me? Look at us. Look at what they make you give.
Good morning, Senators. If I may, I'd like to begin by making a statement for the record. The file indicates that Ezra Kramer authorized 6...
The President convened an emergency cabinet meeting today to discuss the growing scandal over an alleged government assassination program, codenamed Blackbriar. CIA Director Ezra Kramer is under criminal investigation for authorizing the program, which in several cases may have even targeted U.S. citizens. Two agency officials have already been arrested. Dr. Albert Hirsch, the alleged mastermind of the Blackbriar program, and CIA Deputy Director Noah Bozen, the program's operational chief. Meanwhile, mystery surrounds the fate of David Webb, also known as Jason Bourne, the source behind the exposure of the Blackbriar program. It's been reported that Webb was shot and fell from a Manhattan rooftop into the East River 10 stories below. However, after a 3-day search, Webb's body has yet to be found.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.